one of the things you said was that this is not against cookies and meiteis. This is against the women of India. I want you to I want you to underline that point because this could be a woman from the Meitei community. This could be a woman from the Kuki community. This is about women's bodies, women's dignity, women's rights being trampled on in the
I
most
think
unspeakable,
it's,
awful way.
it is, Barkha. It is.
Where are you right now? I know, don't tell me where you are. What I want to ask you is, are you worried for yourself?
I am. I am, Barkha. I'm worried, but I can't keep quiet. I can't sleep. Their faces, the whole thing keep playing in my mind. I can't sleep, Barkha. I'm afraid of my life because uh, little bit we speak up. Then some of my friends have summoned from the court. We don't have a fair trial. Imphal, the valley where Manipur High Court is, that is the only court in Manipur which is not accessible for us. Few days ago, they burned 3 trucks that carry gas cylinder, LPG cylinder. They burnt just because the owner happened to be Kuki. And then a mentally retarded lady who could not leave Imphal Valley, who was left behind because she was roaming around in the street, was brutally murdered. And the rumor spread that she was a suicide bomber. She has mental health. She doesn't even remember who she was, and she was brutally killed. Till now, nobody is arrested because she belonged to Kukizo. The similar incident happened with another lady who also has mental health. But within a day, the culprit were catch. They were caught because maybe she was a Naga. I don't know. But my point is, even mentally retarded women, not girl women who roam around the street, are killed. And anything to do with cookies in the valley, even the non-living things like truck burned. Misao gas agency was burned. And then
Yeah.
so many
I
churches was burned down, we know. But the recent one was Mizo Presbyterian Church was burned, which means they try to seriously do the ethnic cleansing of cookies in the valley. And then
I want to ask you something. There will be there will be a moment to talk about what should happen politically. There will be a moment to look at the parliament debate. I want this conversation to be about what the women and the girls are going through. The fact that a 19-year-old boy was killed on the spot, according to the FIR, because he tried to stop the gang rape of his sister who was 21.
yes,
Right? I
yes,
want to talk about the fact that in a separate incident, you say two young students were raped and killed in Imphal and their bodies are yet to be identified because the Kuki people can't get to Imphal.
yes,
I want to talk about this video. Today, the politicians are speaking. Today, everybody is speaking. We have one tweet after the other. Every political party is speaking. This is not about politics. This is not about politicians. This is about women. This is about people.
yes.
Have these women been able to see a doctor?
The doctor is in Imphal Valley, the hospital is in Imphal Valley. I told you, Barkha is not reachable for cookies. The hills have nothing much. The tribal land have nothing much. All development happen in the Imphal Valley. Airport is there. We can't reach. All the multi-specialties hospitals are in Imphal Valley. Medicines are there.
The police statement. The police statement says that today was a day. Can we bring up the police statement on the screen so I can just read from it, or I'll try and find it in my phone here? The police statement, Gladdy, it actually says that during the last 24 hours, the situation is peaceful but tense. It talks about these viral videos in which you can see two women, but we know three are impacted. And it says the state police is making an all out effort to arrest the culprits at the earliest. An appeal is made to the general public to extend all possible help in bringing normalcy to the state. Earlier, we saw a police officer attacked as well, right? How do we how do we move towards bridging the gap? How do we move towards bridging the gap? It's not that you're a Kuki, but it's not that you've not had friends from the Meitei community, right?
How can you talk about bridging the gap when the problem is not solved? It is like a wound. If the wound is bleeding, first stop the bleeding before you even stitch it together, Barkha. The the people are responsible for the entire violence. Most of their faces are visible on the video. You know, we have seen on national TV leaders coming up and using words like finishing the community from Kangpokpi. We have seen all those things. So until unless the people who are involved in this are arrested, then what are we talking about building the gap, the bridge? Anyway, physically, the Meitei and the Kuki are separated now. The Kuki have fled the valley. So physically, they are separated. I don't know about the bridges that you talk about right now.
I can only hope. I know you don't want to hear this, but I can only, as an Indian,
Everybody,
I want to
everybody
hope.
hoping.
I know. The word hope sounds bizarre given the images on our screen. I know. I appreciate. I respect your pain. I respect your rage, but I don't know what should. We have a comment from Smriti Irani. The horrific video of sexual assault of two women is condemnable and downright inhuman. I spoke to the Chief Minister. He's informed me that investigation is currently underway and assured that no effort will be spared to bring the perpetrators to justice. I think this is the first significant comment that we've seen at the highest levels of government from the Women and Child Development Minister. And I am glad that she has taken cognizance of this. The police has also confirmed a case of gang rape, abduction, and murder. I keep thinking of the women in this video. I keep thinking that she's 21, the girl who was gang raped, and I keep thinking, how is she? How's she doing? How is she? Do we know? Do we know how the other two women are who were stripped? Have you had a chance to see how they're doing?
No, Barkha. I have not have a chance to see how they're doing, nor I can call them up. I believe they're too shaken to even speak to anyone. I believe it'll take years for them to even come out of come in the society, in the limelight of the society. And then thank you for Smriti Irani ji for speaking up. I believe it's not difficult to catch the people involved if they appeal. Even tonight, I'm sure even tonight itself they'll be able to catch them if they really want.